I, 30M, had always been the cautious one in relationships. My friends dubbed me Cautious Craig because I never fully committed until I was absolutely certain. That all changed when I met Vanessa. After 2 years together, I proposed, and our engagement party was scheduled for last Saturday at her father's country club. Vanessa's family has significant wealth. Her father, Gerald, is a high-powered investment banker who made it clear he believed his daughter was settling. I own a landscaping company, not exactly the hedge fund type he wanted for his princess. The party was going strong when I realized Vanessa had vanished. After searching, I found her in a coat room, arms wrapped around her ex, Devin. They were making out like teenagers, oblivious. I stood there silently. Devin noticed me first and stepped away. Vanessa turned and, rather than guilty, looked irritated. Seriously, Craig? It's just a goodbye kiss. We have history. When I didn't reply, she snapped, God, don't be such an insecure loser. Devin and I dated for years. We're just getting closure. Devin smirked behind her. Yeah, man. Don't make this weird. Something in me shut down. I nodded, smiled, and left. Craig, Vanessa called. Don't you dare make a scene. I didn't. I grabbed my jacket and quietly drove home. My phone blew up, Vanessa texting that I'd embarrassed her and her dad was livid. I turned off my phone and packed. By 2 a.m., I had all my essentials in my SUV. I left the ring on the counter with a note. Goodbye, kiss. I crashed at my buddy Tyler's place. He had a beer and a spare room waiting. The next morning, I had dozens of missed calls, tons of texts, and a voicemail from Gerald screaming that I humiliated his daughter and demanding I fix it. That's when I decided, no big scene, just consequences. Update 1. It's been 5 days since I walked out of the party. Thanks for the support on my post, I didn't expect it to blow up. The day after, I moved everything out while Vanessa was at work. Left my key by the ring. Gerald called again. His voicemail was now all polite. Craig, I think there's been a misunderstanding. Please call me back so we can discuss this like gentlemen. I didn't respond. I canceled all the wedding vendors. Even though Gerald's wealthy, I paid my half, so cancellation was easy. Some vendors gave partial refunds after I explained. Vanessa's texts went from rage to desperation. Please talk to me. It wasn't what it looked like. We need to talk in person. The most revealing one. Devin means nothing to me. He was just there and it happened. Don't throw us away over something so dumb. I finally texted, I'm not throwing us away. You already did. Then she showed up at my worksite. I was with a client when her Mercedes rolled up. She stormed over, ignoring the client. You need to stop this childish silent treatment, she yelled. We're getting married in 4 months. I walked her to her car. We're not getting married, I said calmly. Everything's canceled. Her face twisted from anger to shock. You what? You can't do that. My father already invited business partners. Then you and Devin can figure something out, I replied. That's when she slapped me hard enough for the client to witness. Screw you. I was going to say it was a mistake, that Devin caught me off guard, but now I'm glad you saw it. You never deserved me. As she stormed off, I said, you know what's interesting? You're more upset about the canceled wedding than losing me. No reply. Later that day, Gerald called. This time, I answered. Craig, he said coolly. We need to discuss this. There's nothing to discuss. Don't be rash. Everyone slips up. Vanessa's very sorry. Is she sorry it happened or that I saw? Silence. Then, look, I understand you're hurt, but perhaps we could reach a quiet arrangement. Are you bribing me to marry your daughter after she cheated? I wouldn't phrase it like that. I'm offering compensation for emotional damage. I laughed and hung up. That evening, Devin texted. This is Devin. We should talk man to man. I blocked him. The weird part is, I'm not even angry anymore. Just done. Update 2. It's been 2 weeks and things got interesting. Yes, I blocked Vanessa everywhere. No, she didn't keep the ring, it was my grandmother's. I've told mutual friends what happened, but only if asked. After I declined Gerald's arrangement, he showed up at my office. My assistant was visibly uncomfortable. Gerald sat in reception, clearly out of place in his designer suit. We need to talk, he said, following me into my office. He cut to the chase. I did some digging on your business, he began with a smirk. You've done well, considering your background. What do you want, Gerald? You've got equipment loans. You also bid on Westview Park. He smiled thinly. I sit on the board that approves those bids. My stomach tightened, but I stayed neutral. Are you threatening my job because I won't marry your cheating daughter? I'm pointing out that actions have consequences. Vanessa made a mistake. One kiss, and now you're destroying our family's image. One kiss I happened to witness, I replied. I'm not punishing anyone. I'm protecting myself. He leaned in. Be reasonable. Postpone the wedding, don't cancel. Why do you care so much? You never even liked me. Something shifted in his face. Worry. Vanessa wants this marriage. No, I said. She wants a wedding. There's a difference. That's when it all clicked. This wasn't about love or family, it was optics. After he left with a reminder about Westview, I called my buddy Marcus. He works at a firm that deals with Gerald's contracts. Can you check something for me? Anything weird going on with Gerald Bennett's company? An hour later, Marcus called. Dude, how'd you know? It's not public yet, but rumor is their quarterly numbers have issues. The SEC's sniffing around. Suddenly, Gerald's desperation made sense. He needed this wedding to look like stability under pressure. I texted Gerald, I know about the SEC. No reply. But my Westview bid got approved the next day. Meanwhile, Vanessa started claiming I was controlling and jealous. Friends reached out, I just told the truth. I caught her kissing her ex, so I left. Then came the real shock. Devin's girlfriend, yeah, he had one DM'd me on Instagram. Her name's Ariel. She had receipts. Devin's been cheating on me with Vanessa for months, she wrote. Not just a goodbye kiss. I found their messages. We met for coffee, and she showed me everything, text conversations going back at least 6 months. Hotel meetups, explicit messages, and future plans. In one message, Vanessa wrote, Craig is just a stepping stone. He has good connections for my design business. Once I've established myself, we can be together. Ariel and I compared notes. The night before our engagement party, Devin had promised to break up with Ariel so he and Vanessa could be together. The goodbye kiss I witnessed was actually them celebrating their plan. What are you going to do with this? Ariel asked. Nothing, I said. I don't need to do anything. The truth will come out on its own. And it did. Vanessa's best friend, Jessie, called me. We've always gotten along well. I can't believe what she did to you, she said. She's telling everyone you were abusive, that you controlled her money and isolated her. You know that's not true, I said. Of course I do. That's why I'm calling. I've known about her and Devin for a while. I should have told you. She paused, then added, I've sent you an email. It's an invitation to her freedom celebration party this weekend. She's invited everyone. And Devin. I think Jessie checked my email and forwarded the invitation to Gerald with no comment. 10 minutes later, Gerald called. What do you want? He asked, his voice tight. Nothing. Just thought you should know what your daughter is up to while you're trying to save her engagement. He hung up without another word. I'm not going to Vanessa's party, obviously. But I am moving forward. The apartment sale is going through. I've got the Westview project starting, and I've even had coffee with someone. No pressure, just a nice conversation. Sometimes, the best revenge is just letting people reveal who they truly are. Final update. It's been 3 months since my last update. Lots of you'd met asking for closure, so here goes. Vanessa's freedom celebration blew up in her face. According to Jessie, Gerald showed up uninvited just as Vanessa and Devin were getting cozy on the dance floor. He caused a huge scene, dragging Vanessa outside for what witnesses called a nuclear argument. Apparently, Gerald's company's financial troubles were worse than anyone knew, and Vanessa's behavior was making things worse. The following week, the news broke. Gerald's company was under federal investigation. Their stock tanked 60% in one day. Vanessa tried contacting me again, sending a long email about making the biggest mistake of her life and needing support during this difficult family time. I didn't respond. Devin ghosted once the Bennett family fortune took a hit. Ariel told me he tried getting back with her, claiming Vanessa had pursued him relentlessly. Ariel wasn't buying it. My business has been doing great. The Westview Park project was a huge success, leading to 2 more municipal contracts. I've hired more employees and moved into a bigger office. About 6 weeks ago, I was having dinner with Eliza, the woman I mentioned before. We're dating now. When Vanessa walked in with friends, she spotted me immediately and came over. "Craig," she said with fake cheerfulness. "How are you?" "I'm good, Vanessa. This is Eliza." Eliza smiled politely, but said nothing. After an awkward silence, Vanessa said, "I've been thinking about you. Maybe we could talk sometime for closure." One of her friends called out, "Vanessa, your dad's on the phone. He says it's urgent." Panic flashed across her face. "I have to take this, but call me, okay?" After she left, Eliza raised an eyebrow. "So, that's the famous Vanessa?" "That's her, I confirmed. She seems intense." We both laughed. I never called Vanessa. Last week, Gerald pleaded guilty to securities fraud. The news reported that he's liquidating personal assets, including the country club where our engagement party was held. Jesse told me Vanessa had to move out of our old apartment and into a much smaller place. She's also had to take a corporate job, giving up her dreams of an independent design studio. "She still talks about you," Jesse said. "You're the one who got away." "I'm not the one who got away," I told her. "I'm the one who walked away. There's a difference. I don't take pleasure in their troubles. What happened wasn't my doing, it was the natural consequence of their own actions. I'm just glad I discovered who they truly were before I legally joined their family. As for me, life's good. Eliza and I are taking things slow. My business is thriving. I've even adopted a dog, a rescue lab mix named Remy. My grandmother's ring is back in its box, waiting for the right person. Maybe that's Eliza. Maybe it's someone I haven't met yet. No rush. Sometimes, the worst moments lead us exactly where we need to be. That goodbye kiss.